Thomas John Watson was a businessman and one of the most important figures in the history of technology and business. He is best known for his work at International Business Machines, or IBM, where he led the company to become a global leader in computing. Watson was born on January 14, 1874, in the small town of Campobello, South Carolina, USA. He grew up in a family of modest means, and his early life was not filled with luxury or wealth. However, he would go on to become one of the most influential people in the world of business and technology. Watson's career began when he was a young man. After finishing his studies in school, he worked in a variety of jobs, but his real break came when he joined the National Cash Register Company, or NCR, in 1899. NCR was a company that made machines used for counting and recording sales. Watson started as a salesperson, but his skills in selling and managing soon made him stand out. By 1914, he had become the general sales manager for the company. His success at NCR was the first sign of his leadership ability, and it would later help him when he moved to IBM. In 1914, Watson was hired by a company called the Computing Tabulating Recording Company, or CTR. CTR was a business that sold machinery for tasks like counting and sorting data. At the time, CTR was not a large company, and it was struggling to compete in the growing field of computing technology. Watson was brought in to help turn the company around. He quickly realized that the company needed to focus more on innovation and customer service if it was going to succeed. Under Watson's leadership, CTR changed its name to IBM in 1924, and this marked the beginning of a new era for the company. Watson believed in the power of technology to change the world, and he focused on creating products that could help businesses become more efficient. He also believed in the importance of treating customers well, and he worked hard to build strong relationships with clients. As a result, IBM grew rapidly during Watson's leadership. Watson was a firm believer in the idea that technology could help solve big problems. One of his most important achievements at IBM was the creation of the first large-scale business computer. This machine, called the IBM 701, was designed to help businesses process large amounts of data quickly and accurately. This was a huge leap forward in the world of business and technology, and it set IBM apart from its competitors. Watson's leadership at IBM was not just about creating new products. It was also about creating a company culture that valued hard work, dedication, and innovation. He encouraged his employees to think creatively and to always strive to do better. He was known for his tough management style, but he also believed in rewarding people for their efforts. Watson was a strong supporter of education and believed that his employees should always be learning and improving. Throughout his career, Watson faced many challenges. One of the biggest challenges came during the Great Depression in the 1930s. The economic downturn caused many businesses to struggle, and IBM was no exception. However, Watson was determined to keep IBM afloat, and he made a series of important decisions that allowed the company to survive the difficult years of the Depression. He continued to focus on innovation, and he worked hard to maintain strong relationships with clients. By the time the Depression ended, IBM had emerged stronger than ever. In the years following the Great Depression, Watson continued to lead IBM through a period of rapid growth. The company developed new products and expanded into new markets. Watson also made efforts to expand IBM's presence outside of the United States, opening new offices in Europe and Asia. His vision for the company was global, and he worked tirelessly to make IBM a worldwide leader in technology. One of Watson's most famous contributions to the business world was his leadership during World War II. During the war, IBM provided the U.S. military with important technology for tasks such as calculating artillery ranges and managing supplies. Watson's leadership played a crucial role in making sure that IBM's technology was used effectively during the war. His company's products were essential to the military's efforts, and Watson was proud of the role that IBM played in supporting the war effort. After the war, Watson continued to lead IBM as it expanded its role in the growing world of computers. In the 1950s, IBM introduced the IBM 701, the first commercially successful business computer. This machine was used by large businesses and government agencies to process data. It was a major breakthrough, and it marked the beginning of IBM's leadership in the computer industry. Watson's leadership also had a big impact on the way businesses use technology. He believed that businesses could improve by using computers to manage information and make decisions. IBM's computers allowed companies to handle large amounts of data more quickly and accurately than ever before. This revolutionized industries such as banking, insurance, and manufacturing, and it helped businesses around the world become more efficient. Thomas Watson continued to lead IBM until 1956, when he stepped down as the company's president. He remained involved in the company for several more years, serving as its chairman of the board. His leadership left a lasting mark on IBM and the world of technology. Watson was instrumental in shaping the modern computer industry, and his vision of a world where technology could improve business practices became a reality. In addition to his work at IBM, Watson was also involved in a number of other projects. He was a strong supporter of education, and often donated money to schools and universities. He was also active in various charitable organizations, and was known for his philanthropic work. Watson's contributions to both business and society earned him numerous awards and honors, and he is remembered as one of the most important figures in the history of business and technology. Watson passed away on June 19, 1956, but his legacy lives on through IBM and the many technological innovations that he helped create. His work changed the way businesses operate, and his belief in the power of technology to solve problems continues to influence the world today. Thomas John Watson is remembered as a visionary leader who shaped the future of business and technology.